make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button, man. Let's let this thing grow. Hayes Street. I love doing these because we get to talk about all type of stuff. And today, I want to talk about this shirt I got on, man. What you think about this street? What do you think about this shirt I got on? Because I did vote today. Hold up. What am I? See that? I voted early.
Damn, huh? Early vote. Oh, early voted.
I voted early. So this shirt right here, this guy, who do you think this person is on my shirt where it says vote?
Oh, that's your uncle, ain't it?
That's my grandfather.
Grandfather.
That's my grandfather. And my grandfather was head of the NAACP in Terrell County, Georgia, which is Dawson, Georgia, another place right outside of Albany. A lot of people may know Albany, Georgia, for 38 years, I believe. And yeah, so we just had a family reunion in Atlanta. And like I said, we just want to honor him as our family. And it says, I am D.U. Pullum. That was his name, Darling Ulysses Pullum.
What's significant about your grandfather? Get into it, dog.
Yeah, man. So I'll do this. I'll show y'all this right quick. This is just an intro of the, what you call it? That doggone it, Hayes. This is the intro of a documentary that myself and my cousin, shout out to Sherry Pullum in the building, we put together for this. And it's kind of a documentary teaser, but this is just the intro. I'm not going to play the teaser part because it's about 30 minutes long, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is play just this intro so people can understand. And it's funny, I had a caller on last night. I was on the Colorado show, and we were talking about coaches and black coaches, and he didn't realize that James Franklin was black. He thought James Franklin was a white dude. And he was like, man, but he ain't like from Chicago, because shout out to Dr. Stallings in the building. He like, he ain't like from Chicago. I'm like, bro, they make black folks come in all different colors, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
innocent mistake.
No, innocent. I give it to him, but I'm just saying I found that very interesting. So I if y'all don't mind, I would like to play this. Probably about 20 seconds, 30 seconds of this intro. But like I said, I want to put this up here. All right. Let me see if this will play for a second. Hold on.
I had to.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and play this little intro. This is about my grandfather. He was a civil rights activist. He was a farmer in Dade County, in Terrell County. And like I said, man, we did this in honor of him. And especially with a vote. Like I said, I encourage people to go out and vote. I'm not here to persuade you who to vote for. Do your own due diligence. Vote for who you feel. But do your due diligence. The only thing I'm persuading you to do is to vote and exercise your right, because people went through a lot. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
I had to remind the thoughts. I could have been another Martin Luther King. That's exactly what he said.
And as you continue to move on in your movement, that you are willing to struggle, to suffer, to sacrifice, and even die if necessary, in order to be free in this day and in this age.
In the heart of Georgia, amid the brutal racial tensions and violence that earned Terrell County the grim moniker Terrible Terrell, emerged a beacon of hope, Darling Ulysses Pullum Sr.
And that was his mission, to remove that stigma of being terrible Terrell County, but Terrell County where persons could live with a better quality of life.
Standing at just 5'5", D.U. Pullum had a towering vision to end the unfair treatment of blacks in Terrell County.
He was the first. He was the first. He was the person that encouraged everyone, told everyone, it is your right to vote.
Despite facing harrowing violence and opposition, D.U. Pullum's steadfast dedication galvanized his community.
Someone beat him off. I just left him for dead, but he survived that, thank God, and he continued on.
People were scared to go to the polls to vote. He actually put them in his car and carried them to the polls to vote.
His legacy underscores the profound power of a name in the quest for education, freedom, and equality. This is the story of a man who would become one of Georgia's fiercest fighters for justice and civil rights.
There you have it, Street. That's just a little intro right there, man. And
on April,
like I said, man, that's just for my grandfather, man. Shout out to Darling Ulysses Pullum, known as D.U. Pullum in Terrell County, man. And like I said, at that time, there was a lot of things going on. And people fought through, and that's why I encourage people to vote. As you said, he was beat up, left for dead, because just trying to get people to register to vote, right? He never tried to get people to vote for a particular person or party, but get to the polls and vote, because people went through those things, man. And so it's important to go out there and make it happen. If you don't think it matters, trust me, it matters. It matters, because you may not see it in your lifetime, but we are actually products of what people did years, decades, and maybe even centuries before that, man. So, all right, Street, man, let's go ahead and get into this deal, man. What you got on the docket for the day, man? Or you got anything to say about that? I ain't going to cut you. I'm sorry.
I mean, sometimes, dog, when you think, dog, for people out there, sometimes when you think you got it rough, or you think somebody's trying to hold you back, or you think shit is against you, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about people like your grandfather, you know what I'm saying? People who really had to stand up against a real struggle, a real hate,
a real boogeyman.
Yeah, and for simple things like just your rights to vote, you know what I'm saying? They stood in the midst of that, trying to get their point across. Sometimes, man, in entrepreneurship, when things get rough, man, I go to some of those stories, bro. Like to think about, oh man, what the hell? What I'm crabbing about?
Right.
You had the police against him, the government against him, you know what I'm saying? The media against him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they stood steadfast about what they believe in. So yeah, right. man, shout out to your grandpa, man.
Appreciate that, man. And like I say, man, like I said, when I went to go vote today, it was inspiring to see the amount of people, young people. I saw a lot of UCF. They're like UCF students. It was probably about 10 people together with all UCF stuff on. So maybe they were all students came together. So that was good as well. Like I said, it was good as well, man. It was good to see that. But yeah, I appreciate that, Street, and I'll make sure I pass this on to the family, let them see. And yeah, definitely, man, it was cool. It was really cool, man. But